if you really struggle to identify what you are good at, or you have a hard time feeling like you're good at anything, I want to help you today by teaching you how to do a skills audit, because this is going to build your confidence and it's going to start to open doors once you start to embrace what you're good at. So if you are ready to find out what's great about you, let's get started. Hi guys, I'm Serena. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love talking about self-care and natural hair care and getting organized and just living your best life. So if that's what you're looking for, you are in the right place. Are you ready to find out what your skills are? You ready? Let's go. So in one of my previous videos about overcoming your barriers, which I will link so you can have a look at that one, I spoke about doing a skills audit so that you could put yourself in a better position to know what you're good at and overcome and achieve. But I thought to myself, it would be really useful if I break it down a little bit more, because sometimes we're told, oh, do this, do that. But it's hard to get started. I mean, I know I find that for me. Sometimes I'll listen to videos, I'll watch tutorials, and I think, oh, great, but how do I actually get started? What's the first step? So I wanted to break down what a skills audit is, and then how to actually do one for yourself so that you recognize what you're good at. Now, I will say that I want you to be kind to yourself, and I want you to take your time with this and to commit to doing it, because I know what it's like to lack in confidence. I'm not a super confident person, but I've learned to push myself and push through negative thoughts and recognize that, you know, God has created me well and he's put certain skills in me, and I'm owning and embracing that. And it's a process. And I recognize that some of you, confident wise, may not be where you are. Some of you may have great confidence, and I applaud you, and I'm like, share those secrets, girl. But I know some of you watching may not necessarily feel like you have skills or capabilities, or you have a lot of them. I want to say you do. You absolutely do. There's something unique, and there's something special, and there's something beautiful about you in particular. And I want you to just embrace this video and just give it a try and be kind to yourself, because there's so many amazing things about you, so many, but you have to acknowledge them. So when I'm talking about a skills audit, I'm basically talking about analyzing yourself and looking at the skills and capabilities and qualities that you have that are unique to you. This is about you understanding yourself better and owning some of the great things and some of the beautiful things, or all of the great things and all of the beautiful things that make you you. And it's important to do that for a number of reasons. I actually think this is a big part of self-care, because it's about loving and accepting yourself. But it's also about being able to present and market yourself and put yourself forward. So if you're looking for a job, or you have to do a presentation, or you want to meet new people, or you want to make new friends, if you feel confident in the skills and capabilities that you have, it gives you a boost of confidence, so that when you present yourself to people, you're presenting yourself knowing that you have value and worth. So I think it's really worthwhile doing a skills audit, because all of our skills audits are going to be different. And I think that's the beauty of, you know, the differences in us and the uniqueness in us. But we all bring something to the table, and you will see, actually, I have more in my pocket than I thought I had. And that's a great thing. So skills audit is about analyzing yourself and recognizing the great skills and capabilities and knowledge that you have, so that you can start to apply that to different areas of your life and build your confidence. So the first set of skills that you can focus on and identify is academia. So any qualifications that you have, so think about if you're in the UK, GCSEs, A-levels, if you've got a degree, if you've got a master's, if you've got a doctorate, if you've done an apprenticeship, a traineeship, if you've done a BTEC, if you've done NVQs, any sort of things where you've taken on a course of study and you've probably had an assessment or an exam and you've received certification for that. That is part of your skill set and part of your skills audit. So think about your academia and take a moment to write down all the things that you've done. And it could be short courses, it could be long courses, like I said, could be training and apprenticeships and whatnot. But anything to do with academia that you've done, you've studied, you've gone through, counts as part of your skill set. And what's the word I'm looking for? Like a quantifiable skill in terms of you've got a certificate. So you can show people, look guys, I've done this, I've done that. But you've got a certificate because you've done the work, right? So any academia that you can think of that you've gone through, start to write those down. So that's the first pot that we're filling, or section that we're filling in terms of our skill set. The second section sort of leads on from academia, and that's any training that you've done. So sometimes we do training, we might not necessarily receive a qualification for it, but we do training that is a vital part of our job, our career, our interests, our life, our roles that we have. That is part of our skills. So think about things like first aid training. That is a skill. If you're a first aider, you would have gone through the course and you would have got a certificate. Actually, you would get a certificate, but you're not necessarily qualified in anything, but you have the knowledge on how to provide first aid if you need it. If you've ever had to do safeguarding training, you'll be aware of different safeguarding risks and measures and things that you need to do. So that's a skill that you have. Say you've done some sign language training, or you've done, I don't know, in church, I know I've done like some leadership training. It wasn't necessarily accredited, but the information that I had has informed how I do youth work when I'm working with young people in church or outside of church. So there's certain training courses that you would have completed that are part of your skill set now, part of your knowledge and part of your capabilities. So they go in your skill pot. So they go in your skill pot / section in terms of your skill audit. So you've got your academia and you've got your training. The third category for your skills audit would be any experience that you have. So again, you may not have a qualification in it, you may not necessarily have training in it, but you've got experience because you've been doing something. If you've looked after people's children and things like that, you've got experience in childcare and looking after people's children. If you've ever organized anything, so say you've put on an event, you've had to put things together, you have experience of organizing and running events. If you've worked with different teams of people, you have experience of being a team player and working in a team. If you've traveled, if you've got experience in traveling and seeing different cultures and different things and learning things and understanding about different cultures, you have experience in that, and that is valuable experience that somebody else might not have. So don't underestimate any of those things. You may feel like, oh, these are just things that I do, but they also feed into your skill set and what's unique about you because you have experienced them. So the third section would be any experience that you have. You don't necessarily have to have a qualification or have done training, but you've done something, you've done it for a prolonged time or over a period of time where it's built up your experience. So that is now part of your skill set. So number 4, I'm going to entitle what's in your hand. And that's anything that you are good at and that you enjoy doing still falls under a skill. So for example, you could be good at doing hair, you could be good at doing makeup, you could be really good at cooking, you could be really good at putting clothes together and outfits together, you could be really good at proofreading, you could be really good at decorating, you could be really good at knitting, you could just be passionate about things. So you could be passionate about different causes and you've read up on them and you understand them and you can educate people about them. So you don't necessarily have to have studied it, you don't have a qualification, you haven't had training, but you've allocated time, or it's just a natural talent that you have, that you've developed, that you're good at, and that goes into your skill set. So think about what you're good at. Are you good at cooking? Are you good at even cleaning? Like some people have a really good way of organizing spaces and cleaning and putting things together and making sure things are clean and doing things in a certain process. And that's a massive skill. That's a massive skill that a lot of people don't have. Those things go into your skills audit and they are unique to you. So what's in your hand? What are you good at? What do you like to do? What are you passionate about? That forms part of your skills audit too. So take a moment to think about the things that you are good at, just naturally good at, the things that you have an interest or a passion in, and put those things down in your skills audit. And finally, number 5, which I think is actually personally for me the most important, is your character and your personal qualities. How are you as a person? What qualities do you bring to the table as a person, as who you are, as your personality, as the way you interact with people, as the way you think? Do you have empathy? Are you kind? Are you respectful? Are you a good listener? Enthusiastic about different things? Are you somebody who encourages? Are you somebody who empowers? Are you a creative thinker? Are you somebody who has good humor? Are you somebody who always encourages people to do their best? What personal qualities do you have that are unique to you, that are strengths to your character, that also fall in your skills audit? Those things are super important. Like I said, I think they're the most important things. The sort of person you are and the character that you have is what you carry everywhere with you. Other things, you can learn, you can pick up, but with integrity and with kindness and empathy, these are sort of things that kind of naturally radiate out of people. You can enhance them and you can improve them, don't get me wrong, but there's certain natural qualities that everybody has that are beautiful and that are uniquely yours. So think about what your ones are, and those go into your skills audit. So let's recap. Your skills audit is you analyzing yourself and looking at your capabilities and your qualities and appreciating and owning and embracing those and using those to be able to move forward with your life, forward with opportunities, forward in what you want to do, because you have confidence in what you can do. So whether that be academia, whether that be training, whether that be experience, whether that be what's in your hand, or whether that be your personal character, qualities and traits, they are all important parts of who you are, your skills audit and what you bring to the table, and they can be developed and they can be enhanced. Own them. They are yours. They are beautiful, they are wonderful, and they are yours. Embrace them and understand that they are like superpowers for you. They are who you uniquely are and what you uniquely own, and use them to be able to achieve the things that you want to achieve. I really hope this video has been useful. I like to be able to break things down. So if I say, oh, do this, do that, I can break it down so you really understand how to do this. And if you feel like this video would help somebody, please share it with them. Give it the thumbs up so that more people can find it. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can see my other videos as well. So I just want to say you're doing well. Just keep on that path. I just felt to say that. So you're doing well. Keep on that path and keep on going. As always, let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed the video, if there's anything you want me to expand on, if there's anything you want to add. I'm always willing to hear and always love to hear from you guys. So please do drop a comment below. I hope that was useful, and I hope that empowers you to be able to create your own skills audit and just recognize how fantastic you are, because you are. Own it, go forth and be brilliant. Live the life that God intends you to live, being happy and making a positive impact on this earth. I will see you in the next video. Take care, stay blessed, bye.